Welcome back to the Hot Apple Cider Podcast. My name is Ibrahim Abou-merhi. I am your host, and today's episode was kind of spontaneous. Actually, I'm filming this the night before it comes out, actually. It's literally like 11:45 p.m. at night right now, but we're going to shoot it anyway because I have a schedule to keep, and realistically, I did have an episode which was intended to come out tomorrow, but I felt like this was a little bit more appropriate to come out being that it is now the new year. It is now 2020. It is a brand new year, a brand new decade. We're at the beginning of a whole new beginning of everything if we want to make it so. And today, instead of releasing what was originally episode 4, this is now episode 4. This is a solo episode. It's just myself. I'm releasing this as a quick little solo episode because I wanted to talk about how to set and achieve your 2020 New Year's resolutions. I think there isn't a set way of doing it. You have to really think it through. There's different ways of doing it, different ways of accomplishing these, but at the same time, there are some fundamentals that you need to keep. First of all, I have 5 topics. We're going to go over these 5 things. So I'm going to start off with clarity. Clear your mind. Find a peaceful spot. Find a peaceful place. Reflect on your life, your habits, and find something that you need to change. Not necessarily change like it's a bad thing, but maybe you do something that you could do a little bit better. Find that. Is there something that's holding you back? So set a goal. One goal, just one. This is your main goal. When you set too many tasks for yourself, you set yourself up to fail. So set yourself one main goal. This is the one thing that has to get done. And then set more goals. These are your secondaries. These are the goals that if the opportunity to work on them, to perfect them, to better them comes around, you do it. But this is not your focus. Your focus is that one goal, that one major thing that you wanted to accomplish this year. That's plan A. These are all plan B. These are if you can better them, you should do it. But if you can't, it's okay because we're going to get plan A. So you got to focus on that goal. This is step 3 now. So step 1 was your clarity. Step 2 is you set your goal. Step 3 is you set your additional goals. And step 4 is you focus on your goal and accomplish those secondaries as you go along. This is going to be a very short podcast episode today. It's kind of a how-to, not so much though. It's really just setting things in place. So again, just to recap where we've gotten so far, clear your mind, set a goal, set side goals, focus on goal A, and accomplish goal B, all your B goals, as you go along the year. As the opportunity to do so comes around, accomplish them. Knock them out of the park. Out of the park. God, I wish I would edit these podcasts. But knock all those B goals out of the park. If you get the opportunity to swing, you swing. But plan A, that's where you're focused on. That's your game plan. That's your action plan. That's what you've been preparing for. And that's what we're going to focus on. The most important part of the plan, I hope you guys heard that crazy paper swing. Still can't flip this page. I already knew what this is, but sometimes I've got some pretty good notes. The last goal is why. Why is this goal A? Why do you want to accomplish this? Why not something else? What is so important about goal A that you decided to make it the priority above everything else? Once you've established your plan A and you know why it's your plan A, you can then at that point really focus and narrow it down to what needs to get done. You can set your action plan. You can determine what it is that you need to do. You know why that this is more important than everything else you wanted to accomplish this year, and you can put yourself down to the task of doing it. So to recap very quickly here, you need to clear your mind. Find out what it is that you need to improve on this year. Then find the biggest thing that you need to improve on, and that's goal A. Then you're going to find all the other side things that you can improve on, and those are all your B goals. All the goals, all the things that you wish you can change, that you want to change, that you can better, those are all goal B. They're your secondaries. They're not by any means not important. They're just not important than plan A. So we're going to focus on plan A. We're going to actively work towards plan A the entire way through. But we're not going to forget about these secondary goals. We're not going to forget we're not going to forget about our B goals. Our B goals are important. They're just as important. The small things define us. But the big things can destroy us. So we're going to focus on goal A while nailing all those B goals out of the park. So the biggest importance is to know why that you're doing this. And the why is just as important for the B goals as they are for your A goal. For starts, why are they a goal at all? Why are they something that you need to accomplish? You need to figure that out. You need to make that decision. You need to know what it is that makes them so important that you need to do them. But the other important factor here is to know why they're goal B and not goal A. We all set ourselves up to fail with our New Year's resolutions. We set ourselves up with way too many resolutions that we want to accomplish and then ultimately end up failing at the majority of them. And then we kill ourselves about it. And we say, we'll push it on to the next year. And then the next year we'll push it on to the next year. Yeah, and that's not going to change because there's always so many things that we can improve on that sometimes we can't manage to do within 1 year. So how do we avoid beating ourselves up on the fact that we didn't accomplish certain goals? Well, we find one goal A, the one thing that we know we need to accomplish, and we make sure that we do. And then we have all these secondary goals that we know that they're goals, they're important. There's things that we need to accomplish, but if we don't, that's okay. So by the end of the year, we'll have accomplished goal A. We'll have accomplished the majority of goal B, I would assume. And you'll feel accomplished because at the end of the year, you're going to know that everything in goal B was not vital to you having a successful year. Goal A was. As long as goal A was accomplished, you're good. You can move on to the next year feeling okay about yourself. You've improved significantly because one of the biggest goals has already been accomplished. You get to go into the next year relaxed knowing that, hey, in 2020, I did well. I accomplished my main goal. The biggest thing that I needed to do, I got done, and I got more done too, because I nailed a whole bunch of Plan B. And that is very important, because you get your main goal out of the way, and you improve yourself so much by accomplishing all of these secondary goals. And that is just fantastic. Don't set yourself up to fail this year. Find the main goal, find the real important thing that you want to have accomplished this year, and you make sure that it happens. And then set yourself up with so many secondary goals so that not only do you accomplish your main goal, but you can accomplish so many other goals, so many other things that you feel that you need to better yourself at, and you will make it. And that's really the important part. It's consistency, it's work, it's hard work ethic. A good work ethic. A smart work ethic. Find out what it is that you need to accomplish, and then accomplish it. And then do more, and more, and more. Maybe one of your goal Bs will end up being goal A next year. Maybe they'll remain goal Bs because they were never the major things in your life that you needed to change. It's amazing how things fall into place when you actually sit down and prioritize them. Because sometimes you'll set everything at such a high expectations, at such a high level, but they're really not that important in the grand scheme of things when you compare them to everything else in your life. If this podcast has taught you anything or has made you reflect in regards to how you're going to approach your New Year's resolutions this year, go ahead and leave a like. If you're on YouTube, leave a like. If you're on any of my other platforms, leave a good rating. Leave me a review if you can, if you want. I'd love to hear what you say. If you disagree with what I'm saying in this podcast, that is totally okay. Go ahead, if you're on YouTube, leave me a comment down below and tell me why you disagree. Or if you agree, leave a comment down below as well. Why not? If you're on any other platform, whether that be Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can go ahead and you can find the Instagram page. Go ahead and shoot me some messages there. Let's chat. Let's discuss. If you think you've got a better way of doing it, I'm so open to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. There's not one way of doing things, but I think a fundamental breakdown is very important. That you got to find out what your goal A is, and then you got to get everything else done too as much as you can. You're not going to get everything done because we're always going to set too many resolutions. But as long as goal A gets done, I think in the grand scheme of things, everything's going to be okay. Guys, I want to thank you for Guys, I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. It's been a very short podcast episode. That was the intention. I am alone today, so I did not want to go for very long. Now, I know these conversations are always much more entertaining and much more thrilling when I do have a guest host on the show. This was last minute, and I wanted to make it happen because I felt like it was appropriate with the time of the year. So again, thank you for giving me your time, for giving me your ears, for listening to what I have to say, and I hope to hear from you guys. Alright, take care. Happy New Year. Kill your 2020.